Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Villa Doro for the local government Lord Mayor's candidate lunch. I'm Greg Fisher, CEO of the Illawarra Business Chamber, and it's great to see you all here today, particularly our Lord Mayor candidates. Thank you. I'd like to welcome the IBC directors who are present today: Sue Baker-Finch, Stuart Barnes, Mark Wilson, David Fuller, Di Murray, Deb DeSantis, Terry Weatherall and Jessica Sard. But I'd also like to welcome our Lord Mayor candidates for the event today. And we have 11 of the 12 candidates here. And I think it's terrific. We've got you all in the one room and we're going to hear from you today. And I can't wait to hear what you have to say around the agenda of opportunities for a new era. So I'll just go through the candidates for you. We have Greg Petty, Michael Organ, Alice Carton, Andrew Anthony's an apology, Rod Oxley, Jill Merrin, Gordon Bradbury, Chris Connor, John Doherty, Sean Prince, Vicky Curran, Julius Krasinski. So, ladies and gentlemen, could you just a round of applause for our guests? So, as a leading stakeholder in the business community, the Illawarra Business Chamber is interested in having a conversation around a number of important issues today. If you've seen our paper, those issues are around three themes: being open for business, civic leadership, and the coordination of services, and of course advocating for this great region and this great city. The key focus of the business community is ensuring that we have a region that is open for business, and this means that a region that can attract new investment and grow existing business, both of which will support future jobs. Of course, we're calling for the greater cooperation between the three councils of Wollongong, Shellharbour and Kiama. It's a good level of cooperation and we want to see that improve. And working together we can create opportunities around shared service delivery, linking economic development approaches to a greater advocacy effort to attract government funding. And I think now's the time to do that, particularly with recent announcements. Attracting government funding, I think, will help stimulate our economy. And also we're very, very interested in the civic leadership aspect of a Lord Mayor and the Lord Mayor's team. So ladies and gentlemen, enough of me. I'd like to introduce today your facilitator, ABC radio journalist, Mr. Nick Reinberger.
I'll let you in on a little secret. If ever you go and see Q&A in the Sydney Ultimo studios, before Tony Jones comes on, they have a warm-up man. And it says something about today that my warm-up man was Greg Fisher, so thank you very much, Greg. I'd like to welcome all the candidates to the seat. If you could take your seats, folks. Thanks very much. As Greg mentioned, Andrew Anthony is an apology. He chose not to come today. Essentially, he didn't feel it was appropriate for people to have to pay to come and hear him speak. That, of course, is his right. And he did suggest that you could call him anytime you like if you have a question, and his number is on the New South Wales Electoral Commission website if you want to ask him a question. All right. Now, most of the candidates here have responded to the Illawarra Business Chamber's request to give them their reaction to this document called Opportunities for a New Era. And myself and the Chamber have studied the answers to those in detail, and they've helped us form the questions that we've got today. Just to let you know, it's kind of a cross between QI and Q&A. That is, we're going to give you about a minute to complete each answer, but if your answers are quite interesting, you may get a little bit more time. All right. So they've given me a stool, which I'm going to perch myself on. It's a bit of a first for me. Feeling like a coffee house singer in the 60s. So, in the spirit of cooperation, our candidates have also agreed to share a microphone. So we'll just watch that in action this afternoon. So, of course, the events that began this week with BlueScope's announcement have obviously made it even more vital to attract business to the city. John Doherty, if I could ask you first, how do you propose to do that? Mr. Doherty, where are you?
Sorry, Nick, I missed the question.
Just getting my mental map, sorry. Okay.
Can you just repeat the question, please? I was talking.
Yeah. I can see the riveting MC has got your full attention already.
You've got to earn your money.
Obviously, with BlueScope's announcement, it's vital to attract more business to the city. How do you propose to do that?
Yeah, it's very unsettling, of course, for our region to be placed in the position it currently is. But look, it could be either doom or it could be vision. and I would certainly take the latter as being an opportunity to regenerate what is Wollongong and the Illawarra. How we do that is in a couple of different methods. Firstly, we need more visitors. Some people call it tourism, but we certainly need visitation to this fine city, these great beaches, the fantastic escarpment, and all the facilities and activities that we have in place. That's number one. Secondly, it's important that off the back of what the governments are encouraging us to do, and that is to bring jobs to the area, then we have to look for creating new opportunities, be they sustainable vision or be they current possible apprenticeships with different groups who are looking to build off some of these inactivities that have occurred with job losses. And thirdly, for me, it's one about digging in, getting the confidence back into the local region and making sure that through investment by our council in its facilities and assets that encourages other businesses locally, be they commercial businesses or be they, as is currently occurring with the UOW, to really build off the top of those. There's a number of different opportunities that are really out there. It's a matter of making the most of them, and I'm sure that amongst any one of the Lord Mayoral candidates here and the elected councillors at that stage, I'm sure that through a bipartisan approach and good governance measures, we'll be able to attract some great investment back into the area, be it through business or be it through both federal and state funding.
Okay, John. Alice Carton, could you join us on this one? With huge job losses, how are we going to fill that hole?
I think we, as one says at council, we need to be doing some really harsh talking to both state and federal government to see if there's anything that can be done there, whether they can look at maybe moving some of their jobs down here. We also need to be joining as a group with the other two councils down here to make that a really strong lobby group to do that. Now, we know that there's been work done already here about trying to get green jobs down here, so we've got a really good starting platform to do that. I do agree with John that tourism is something really that we need to be looking at, and I think we need to be a bit creative about the tourism we do as well. One of the things that I would like to see for Wollongong is it's actually established as a centre of circus excellence, which, you know, there'd be those that would say probably there's a pack of clowns down here already in some respects, but I don't agree with that. I think that it could be something that could really help this area by engaging young people who are otherwise going to slip through the cracks, giving them circus skills and also providing something that could be very exciting so that people come down here to Wollongong to see something where our young people are involved, they're doing something that's fantastic. I must declare I was once on the board of directors of Circus Monoxide, and some of the stuff those people did was absolutely fantastic. So I think that there are creative ways maybe we should be looking at, and it's not only going to be up to the council to make those decisions. I think we need to be talking to all of the community members and seeing what ideas we can get from them as well. So I don't think anyone is the one fount of all knowledge. I think it needs to be a collaborative effort.
Okay, thank you. Sean Prince, if I could ask you.
Thanks very much, Nick. Thanks, Nick, and thanks for the opportunity, IBC, for being here. Welcome everybody. It's good to see there's people genuinely interested in the issues that surround this upcoming and very critical election. In terms of the question, Nick, what I think we need to do here is we need to be proactive. A modern council needs to respond to the needs of its community. And if there's a community that needs jobs, it's our community. So therefore, I think the secret here is for our council to effectively set up shop in Sydney. The University of Wollongong has done this. They've got a presence in CBD Sydney. Other businesses in this town have a presence in Sydney because they've learnt that simply sitting here waiting for work, jobs and opportunity to come isn't going to work. So council needs to, with the cooperation of state and federal government, as I say, set up shop in Sydney. We need to have people actively out there encouraging people in business in the CBD basin to think Wollongong. We need to leverage off our skills base, particularly in the areas of manufacturing, and we need to run a campaign, I'm calling that campaign, Make It in Wollongong. Now you can do this, and how do you do this? Well, what you do is you have people that are doing things like getting data on leases that are about to expire in places, whether it's Silverwater or Botany. You need people to go there, knock on the doors, talk to people about the opportunities down here. A lot of these companies just aren't thinking about those opportunities. But it's cheaper to rent an industrial premise in this area. If you've got employees that are earning $70,000 a year, those employees are going to appreciate living in our community where they're going to get more bang for their buck. There's also incentives. I mean, Barry O'Farrell will pay these people $7,000 each to get out of town. And while doing this, we're also taking pressure off the Sydney Basin. So there's good reason for state and local government to really get up and follow through an initiative like this.
Oh, thank you, Sean.